Hello everyone. Today I am reviewing One Beautiful Dream by Jennifer Fulwiler. And what I would like to do is say what I liked about it, maybe some things I didn't like about it, and then my takeaways from the book. First of all, what I really liked about it was her writing style. I loved her writing style. I love that every sentence she had was so very well crafted and very descriptive. By the time you're done reading this book, even though it's pretty short, only took maybe a couple, 2 or 3 days for me to get through this. And it's almost like a page turner. You just really get into her stories. And like I said, by the time you're done reading this, you feel like you know Jennifer Fulwiler and you know her family and the people, her friends. They're also part of her story. So I really like that about it. And of course, I liked her perspective on this book. As you know, for me, it's very relatable. Trying to do a project, but yet balance that with taking care of our role as being as wife and mother. And that's difficult, and it's hard to walk that line. Should we pursue these other dreams? Should we pursue our passions? And at what expense is that going to be to our family? So she shows that delicate line that she walks, not neglecting her kids or her family or husband at any time, but yet still being able to pursue what her dream was. And particular goal of this particular book was that she would write a book. And so that was sort of the whole premise of the book. That's not going to ruin it for you, I hope. I guess what I didn't like, which really wasn't much. I thought the book was great. I enjoyed reading it. But what I didn't like is, and maybe she did not intend this to be the meaning, but when she talks about the blue flame, and that's what this whole book's about, her blue flame, her trying to figure out, where for her it was writing, how to get this writing done in the midst of her other given life, her vocation of being a mom and a wife. And so here she is, she's balancing that, and that's her beautiful dream, is that she's living out the blue flame, but in the midst of her wonderful family. And so for me, what I didn't like was that I think it's not correct in everybody's case that there's just like a single blue flame. There's not, especially for me, and maybe I think most other women, we don't have like a single blue flame, a single passion that we have that, we pursue that and we pursue our family and they all blend nice together. I don't think it's as simplistic as that. Like I've got a dozen blue flames. Each of them I love, and when I'm doing those things, I become more fully alive. They fill me with joy. Writing is one of them. Talking to you on YouTube, I love doing that. I'm also a dancer. I do pottery, all these things. I garden. I mean, I guess, and all of us are like that. We have these blue flames, lots of them that make up who we are. And I think all those blue flames together, maybe you can think of that as one giant blue flame, but that's who makes us unique. And it's more complicated than just one single passion that God has given everybody. And so maybe she didn't mean it that way, and it just was easier to tell her story through the one blue flame idea. But what my takeaway would be, though, is back to the blue flame idea. I mean, I love the fact that, she found something that she really wanted to pursue, and she pursued it, but all the time praying along the way that God is showing her when she should actually, and she never does actually sacrifice her family for that blue flame, that she's able to pursue that blue flame in the midst of being a crazy, busy mom and saying yes to life. And I really thought that was beautiful, and I like that part of the story that, we're doing what God has created us to do, those blue flames, that we should be able to do those in the midst of our call as mothers and wives. And if we always put the people first that God has given us in our life, we always put those people first, then it shouldn't get in the way of our blue flame. We may think it gets in the way. We may think, oh, because I have to stay home and take care of this baby, or I have to nurse this baby all the time, I don't have time to do this other blue flame passion thing. But we'll find out that in the midst, when we're faithful to what God is calling us to do at that moment, He'll let us go and eventually pursue these blue flames, and it might be in a different way than we thought, but it'll still be there. It'll still be God's unique plan for us, and it'll bring us the most joy. So I recommend One Beautiful Dream by Jennifer Fulwiler. Thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed this book review. I love sharing books that I've read, and I hope it encourages you to read. Please subscribe below, and I will get more of these out to you. Thank you.